Hi guys, it's Molly. I woke up today with the song Piece of Iona by the Waterboys. And Piece of Iona is it's gonna be a little bit of a different read for you today. Let's see who this reading is for. Who's this reading for? There it is. It's meant for you, Aries. Okay, so Aries, Aries, I'm just going to shuffle the cards and see what comes out. And while I shuffle, I'm going to tell you this kind of story. And that's part of your message. I'll also put the song Piece of Iona down in the comments. And it's important that you listen to it, Aries. All right. Aries, Aries, back in 2000, I backpacked through Europe. I spent some time in Ireland. Now, Iona is a small island of Scotland. But the song Piece of Iona always reminds me of this experience I had when I was on a small island, the Aran Islands, off of Ireland, back in 2000. I'm trying to get this so you can see it. It was the only time I ever saw a full-blown apparition. And I had been traveling and I decided to go to the Aran Islands. The Aran Islands are these tiny little fisher islands off of the main Ireland. And I took a ferry out there. I stayed in a hostel for a couple of days. And I stayed on this little island called Inishmore. And it was like a crazy experience. There's like not a lot of cars there, and you rent bikes, and you get on your bike and you ride around. So I rented a bike, and I ended up going to this pub late at night and rode my bike from the hostel to the pub and sat down, met some dudes from Argentina, feeling good, was sitting at the table with them, drinking some Guinness, of course, and just living the life. It was such an amazing experience because there was some local, teenagers, young 20s there, maybe a group of 10 of them or so, and males and females, and they were all hanging out, getting shit-faced. And it was amazing. The girls kicked off their shoes, pushed the tables aside, and they full-on river danced. It was cool. Like, every one of these local women grew up learning Irish dancing. My dog wants me to play with them. And they were killing it. They were just like, it was amazing. Imagine being buzzed in Ireland on a small island in a pub, watching the local girls dancing their drunk asses off, and they all were like killing it. And I loved it, and it was amazing. And then the vibe turned. And these two fellows from Argentina, it has nothing to do with Argentina. There's a million Argentinians that are amazing. Yeah, but these two guys, all of a sudden I was no longer their friend, and they started getting a little friend worth respect or, personal space. And in their drunken stupor, they started to get a little grabby. My dog just really wants me to play with him. Look at him, he's going crazy. And so I caught the vibe that I needed to get away from these guys. They were not respecting my personal space. So, and I was drunk. I was like drunk and alone on a small island in Ireland. And I don't want to say I had gotten myself in a position, because that's some bullshit, because everybody in that bar was in that position. there was some low vibing son of a bitches that got turned on. And so I went to the bath. I told them I was going to the bathroom. I went into the bathroom and then split out the front door, got on my bike and ditched them. Shit-faced on a bike in a small island in Ireland. I have no idea where the hostel is, and I can't see shit. There is, I mean, like, I could not see my hand in front of my face. That's how dark it was. There was no moon in the sky. There was no, it was like scary AF. And I had no idea where the hostel was. I was like, what am I doing? I was on my bike, riding in the dark, not knowing where I was going. And I got scared. I got off my bike and I started walking it. And I started to get this panicky feeling. And all of a sudden I looked up and there was this man standing right in front of me. He was like right there. Full man, no wispy ghosty thing. It was like how you see me right now. He was in old-fashioned clothing. He had one of those, like, I don't know what they're called, those old man Irish hats that kind of have a snap in the front or something, so it makes it kind of go down. And I looked at him, and I only remember like his chest area. I don't remember like him not having legs. I'm sure he did, but I looked at him and I said, I am so lost. And he looked at me and he didn't say anything, but I can still see him right now. And he pointed. And I followed his arm to where he pointed. And there was a glow way off in the distance, completely opposite of the way I was going. I was going like this way on my bike, and where he pointed was that way. And so I followed his arm and I saw the glow, and then I went to look back at him and he was gone. It was like he was there, I followed his arm, and he was gone. And he didn't say a word to me, he only pointed. And it was this elderly man, like a senior citizen. And I put my bike down, and I just said to myself, what the actual fuck just happened to me? And I followed that glow. I just walked to the glow. And the glow was the front light of the hostel I was staying at. So the next morning, my mind a little blown, my nerves a little weary about what happens if somebody stole my bike? Oh my God, now I gotta pay for it. You know, I was on an island where the bike is obviously there somewhere. And so I thought, okay, mind completely blown. I'm like, okay, I gotta go get this bike before that old man takes it, or, you know, whatever. I was joking with myself. So I went out, walked back down toward the pub, and there was my bike. And you guys, I'm like emotional. It was sitting like 10 feet away from the edge of a cliff into the ocean. And if I would have kept walking, I would have gone up that cliff. And I had a spirit angel or a guide or somebody taking care of me that day. And I'm so blessed that I have this experience. And it was so wonderful that somebody took care of me that night when I needed it. And it was my spirit guide or my ancestors, or some lone soul that walks around on the island and helps scared strangers. Yeah, it was a beautiful thing. So Aries, I want you to listen to that piece of Iona song. You may have somebody in your life who's trying to help you. You may have somebody in your life Maybe there 1 minute and gone next. I don't know why I'm so emotional. You might be going through something, Aries. But I hope you get that piece of Iona. All right, Aries, Aries, Aries. If people are trying to help you, Aries, you listen to them. You make the final decision. But there are people, your soul tribe is all around you. People who are trying to help you. You might be making a decision, Aries. All right, so we have the High Priestess showing up with the Queen of Pentacles, Aries. The High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles have their backs to each other. You may not be following your gut. You maybe there may be some spiritual help coming in that you're not paying attention to, Aries. And it is the death. The death and the rebirth. There needs to be a death and a rebirth. There's a change that is happening for you, Aries. You may be looking, and when I say you, it could be you or your person. There's something that you're looking at. There's something that you're considering. With this Queen of Pentacles, you see her peacock. You see the beauty and the potential in something. Okay, now when I put it down, after I said you see the beauty and potential in something, we now have the Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess looking at each other. So this potential that you see is in somebody. It could be within yourself. It could be within somebody else. It could be within the Queen of Pentacles. It could be within the High Priestess. But there's somebody here who's showing up as a super abundant person. Somebody sure of themselves. Somebody kind and helpful. Somebody who can wear an awesome dress, hold a bird, and tend her garden at the same time, and make friends with butterflies. This is an admirable person. This is somebody, this might be the person who's trying to help you. All right, Aries. There is some sadness, there's some mistakes, some sneakiness that has happened. The chariot driver here is turning her head and she's looking that way. It's hard to tell with the glare here. So there's some fast moving energy. You may feel a pull to get away from this feeling. You may feel a pull inside to fix things really quickly because there's a burden you've been carrying over and over for a long time. It's just like over and over and over and over, and you know you're carrying it over and over. This is the bike. This is me riding the bike. This is the cliff, okay? There is the old man. There's the spirit. So there is somebody who is trying to help you, Aries. There's somebody who's trying to help you with this burden. They may be trying to protect you. They may be trying to keep you safe. Because there is love there. This person is, this is a good thing. You know, use your discernment. This is just a general read, but This person cares about you. They want the best for you. All right. Aries, let's clarify a little bit. I know this is getting kind of long because of my story, but let's clarify a little bit. Aries. Okay. So on this, I'm sure you saw that jump out. So on this sadness, this sneaky behavior, came my left out in the cold cards. So somebody may have been left out in the cold. Okay. Let's hear about what's going on between this Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess. The Queen of Pentacles, if these are two separate people, the Queen of Pentacles is a mother figure. She's the boss of a company. She is a chill lady to me. She is very beautiful, but very chill. The High Priestess is someone who has intuition, a psychic, something along that line. Somebody who is not afraid to follow their gut and do fancy twirls because they know they can. Okay. What's up with the Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess for Aries? Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess. Okay. Okay. So Aries, this is my card for the Divine is looking on. They're watching right now. This is somebody who's trying to help you. And out with that, one of these people may be an artist. Both of my artist cards have come out. So, and it does, this may be a very creative person, somebody who is, they could be a painter, they could be any kind of arts, performing arts, anything along that line. But this is somebody your soul has known forever. You guys are connected at a deep soul level. All right, let's hear about this Nine of Pentacles. What's going on with this independent person, this abundant person who is full of self-love? Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles for Aries. Okay, don't let this person intimidate you or make you feel like you're not the same. This is my fish that's blending in with the background and feeling like you're walking on a tightrope around this person. Okay, somebody may have made a barren situation when they were drinking with this person somehow. Or I felt if this is like, oh, I'm embarrassed. Now I'm all fucked up and I'm walking on a high wire. You may have said something while drunk. This may have been me, wasted, and in a schmore. So I think my story is really, there's something, yeah, look at, there's the passport. My story is really, there's some sort of message for you in that story, Aries. All right, let's hear about this death. Death for Aries. Death for Aries. Okay, yeah. Time to end a cycle and start something new. Both of these cards are pretty much saying the same thing. You might be at the end of the cycle. You might be changing your mind. You might see that somebody is helping you. Let's hear about this Ten of Wands, this super heavy burden. What is up with that? Okay, we've got stop, and that caught my eye. Stop, put this burden down. Ooh, it landed right on it. I wonder what it is. 10 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Look at burden. Okay. You're finally taking a look at this burden. It's telling you, take a look at whatever this burden is. There's the burden again. It's time to put the burden down. Okay, and finally, let's hear about this 10 of Cups, Aries. What is this 10 of Cups? 10 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 10 of Cups for Aries. 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 One more. Okay. All right. So this is a message that the divine is at play. I have the finger pointing up. This is my message about the divine with the passport again. And so, like, the divine is totally trying to help you get your 10 of Cups, Aries. You have to remember that. There may be some travel involved. It might just relate to my story again, if that resonates with you. So here we go. All right, Aries. The bottom of the deck, we show you drying off your wings and taking a look around. You may have felt like you were drowning in a situation, but you have gotten yourself out, and now you're drying off your wings and just taking a look around and seeing what's going on. Here you are taking that look around. All right. There's a Queen of Pentacles and a High Priestess relationship in your life. This relationship is brought on by the divine. There is somebody who is an artist, a very creative person, somebody in the arts. And they are a member of your soul tribe. There's somebody that you have known for eons, forever. There is a situation that has to end. The death and the rebirth has to happen. We have to exit this cycle. Page of Pentacles. There is something you're looking into, maybe ideas of small new beginning. There is some sort of connection of this with the Queen of Pentacles. There might be children involved. Okay, somebody's showing up as a super abundant person, self-assured, self-aware. That might make the other person feel embarrassed or sad. There might be some past actions that weren't so awesome or something along that line that it's like tricky on how to fix it. There may have been some mistakes made while drunk, drinking, not in your right mind. This might also be, really pay attention to the story I told. There is some fast-moving energy that wants to take you away from this sneakiness, the shadow self, feeling guilty and bad, leaving somebody out in the cold, being left out in the cold. And somebody's finally really taking a look at this heavy burden, or you're supposed to know that somebody does see you. They do see this burden that you're carrying. And your 10 of Cups is available for you if you want it, Aries. You just have some thinking to do. So decide what your 10 of Cups looks like it. Are you willing to work for it? Are you willing to travel for it? Are you willing to expand the mind for it? All right, Aries, there you go. That's your advice and guidance to think about for the next 48 hours. If you like how I read, hit like and subscribe. You can join the Star Gang. We're just learning life lessons in a positive way. All right, Aries, I love you. Don't fall off any cliffs or take the leap. You're the fool. The fool is jumping off the cliff. All right, bye, guys.